back after 2 weeks. I'll change into my worker shirt. We have lots of guests here today, basketball rankings, and we'll be right back. Joe Kraus Show on YCRN. Joe Kraus Show on YCRN. Welcome back. We had a huge week in basketball, and we're joined by Syracuse center Donovan Book, 8 points, 12 rebounds today, but Syracuse lost sadly to Pittsburgh, 35-21. So how's it going, Donovan?
Good, Joe. How's it going?
Good. So, I mean, you guys are in sort of a pickle right now, 0-2. I mean, what do you guys have to work on for next week?
Mostly the help side defense and just finding their man.
Well, like, I mean, it's sort of hard for you because you're the veteran. I mean, how are you trying to tell 7th graders, like, you know, what are you telling them?
Really, like, I tell them when we call a timeout to when someone sets a pick, come up and cover the man who got the pick and help him.
Right. So you guys, are ready to go. So like, I mean, do you guys have any new plays? Like any new plans to get ready? Like, are there like stuff that you could do differently?
Like I said, the help side defense and basically just working on our shots. We gotta make more.
What do you think, in your opinion? I mean, you and Drew Kraus are good friends. So Drew, he's doing good, but like, are there any tips that you could give him or the rest of the team?
Not really. They're all doing pretty good so far.
Yeah. So, one last question, and we heard that you're a big football fan. Who do you think's going to win the Steelers game tonight? Steelers or Ravens?
I think the Steelers might win.
Alright, thanks for your time, Donovan. Donovan Book, ladies and gentlemen, on the Joe Kraus Show on YCRN, the Youth Center Radio Network. Coming up, the lovable Louis Medina. Hopefully he gets away from those girls very fast. Joe Kraus Show on YCRN. We'll be right back. Joe Kraus Show on YCRN. Welcome back. We got the lovable Louis Medina. But first, we have to do what we always do, a round of applause. For Louis Medina. Okay, so Lou, how's it going?
It's going.
It's going good.
Yep.
Chilling with the ladies.
Yep.
Playing foosball.
Yep.
Woo! Okay. Anyway, I have some bad news for you. We can't do the basketball power rankings with you anymore because, I mean, you're playing for Ohio State, and we just think that it wouldn't be fair. So, but you're doing the football picks.
That's good.
With us. So he's still on, folks. Okay, so first game, Seahawks and Bears. I mean, Marshawn Lynch with that huge run. Get on my face, supporter. And the Seahawks and Bears. I mean, the Bears have a good defense, but the Seahawks. I'm going with the upset. Seahawks over Bears.
Yep, I would think because Marshawn Lynch with an amazing run, like you mentioned, but the Bears defense is really cracking this year, and it's gonna be a good game.
The Kraken.
Cracking.
The Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
Kraken. Okay, so what do you think that the final score is gonna be? I'm thinking. Well, wait, you go first.
I was thinking it's gonna be like 27-24. It was close.
It could be, yeah, but I'm going lower than that. I think it could be like a 7-3 win for the Seahawks, but it's gonna be close. I mean, it's gonna be a huge running battle between Lynch and Matt Forte.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. Joe Kraus Show, YCRN with Louis Medina. Joe Kraus in. Packers and Falcons. It's a huge quarterback matchup. It's like bigger than a Manning and a Brady battle, which is still good, but I think that Aaron Rodgers has the edge here because the Falcons. I mean, other than Rodney White and Tony Gonzalez and Michael Turner, they really don't have an offense. And other than John Abraham, where's the rest of the Falcons' D? And the Packers, I mean, they got A.J. Hawk, Clay Matthews, Charles Woodson, a future Hall of Famer. Those guys, you need a defense. This is what counts. And special teams, that's going to be a huge part because these teams are like neck and neck with each other. So special teams is going to have to help.
Yep. The special teams, it's like field goal after field goal. It's all depends on pretty much.
So I'm picking Packers. 3 seconds left in the fourth. 40-yard field goal from their kicker. Score 30-27.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Packers, we're gonna come up top, but my team, Falcons, that's my favorite team. I thought they were coming up because they won their division this year. I thought that was gonna be, but I guess Packers coming up top.
Yep. Steelers and the Ravens. Now this is a game that everyone's been screaming at me about all week long. No, it's the Steelers. No, it's the Ravens. No, it's Hannah Montana. Oh, no, wrong thing. Okay, so Steelers, they need Troy Polamalu because no Troy Polamalu. Dan Walter told me, and he's on your team, Ohio State. We'll get to that in a minute, but he said that Troy Polamalu is the glue of the Steelers' D. So without him, I don't know, but Troy needs to be in that game. So I'm picking Steelers over Ravens, but there is a but here. There has to be a but in this one. Joe Flacco has an offense. Todd Heap, Ray Rice, Anquan Bolden, TJ Houshmandzadeh. So offenses are good, but the question is their defense. It's going to be physical. There's going to be blood. Awesome. So I'm picking the Steelers to win by 3.
Yep, the Steelers are coming this year. They might win another Super Bowl. But the Ravens are coming up top too.
You can't leave Ray Lewis and Ed Reed out of the equation
Yep.
because, I mean, those guys are the money makers. They're the playmakers. 4:17 on YC around Joe Kraus Radio Show with Louis Medina, the lovable Louis. Jets and Patriots. If you saw the New York Post this week, it said on the cover. Now I thought that this was pretty funny. Return of the Jedi, and Bill Belichick is Darth Vader. So and Rex Ryan is Han Solo, and so I think that was gonna be the Patriots. Though I mean, on paper, the Patriots D isn't good as the Jets, but on paper, you have to play. You have to play to win. You play to win the game. But Patriots, I mean, the Jets, they have. I'm not saying that they're like the Cowboys. They have lots of yappity yap up their trap, but yeah, that rhymed. But yeah, the Jets talk a lot, especially Rex Ryan. But I think that the Patriots, it's gonna be a close game, but remember, special teams, and I think that Rob Gronkowski, game-winning touchdown.
Yep, the Patriots are cracking this year, same with the Steelers. I have to see them go at it for the Super Bowl. But you never know with the Jets. They will give your money's worth. So.
And one last thing before you go, you're on Ohio State. We don't know his number yet because Alex wouldn't give it to him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're on Ohio State. You know, you guys are doing good. I mean, you know, you could help. Like, what do you think that you can contribute to the team?
Hopefully the defense. I'm pretty good at defense, and hopefully just see what happens.
Hopefully you don't get a couple technicals for yelling at the players. We played a pickup game, and our cameraman, Eric Bartel, was there too. Kicked them hard. We kicked them to the ground. But Louis was just screaming and screaming. But, yeah, so... good luck next week. You guys are facing Duke.
Duke.
Yeah. Duke.
Undefeated.
I mean, I don't know. I'd like to see you get your hand on Chris Wood. Block it up. No offense, Chris. But thanks for your time, Louis.
You're welcome.
Always a pleasure to be here.
You're welcome.
Louis Medina, guys. And coming up, we got our power rankings. Sorry, Louis won't be here because he was just on. I mean, can't give him too much airtime. But we got our power rankings. And I have a message for one of the coaches. Joe Kraus Radio Show on YCRN. Joe Kraus Radio Show on YCRN. We do it every week at this time. It's called our Power Rankings. So I showed this to the coaches before our show, and most of them were pretty happy of where they were. And it's just that West Virginia head coach Eric Fairman thinks I'm wrong. And I really don't know why, but he's saying that, I mean, Syracuse is 0-2, but they have potential. I mean, it's still early in the season, and Syracuse has potential, so they're at number 3. but West Virginia's at number 7 because all the teams have potential. They have potential to make a playoff run. But here's why I'm putting West Virginia at number 7. Early in the game, they were losing to Villanova. It was 24-8. They missed tons of easy shots. So, I mean, but they were able to come back. They only lost 34-29 to Yale Villanova. So that's why I'm putting them at number 7. I mean, they're good. They have potential. If James Garbego has to show up, though. He hasn't showed up the past couple of weeks. So, I mean, he's a huge factor to this, too. I mean, they got to be able to... I'm not saying that they're passing the ball around, but, I mean, probably the opponents and maybe some of the other teammates that aren't getting the ball enough. I mean, they could pass it around a little bit more. But I'm not going to say who, but one of the players told me after the game that he only got the ball twice. So, I don't know. But Eric, I mean, West Virginia's 1-3. They still have time. But right now, they're at number 7. And that's why they're at number 7. Originally, I put them at number 5. But because of the things that I've just mentioned, that's why they're at number 7. Number 6, Michigan State. And they're at number 6 because, they were good. Joe Kozolak had a huge game, 13 points, 4 rebounds, and he should be Player of the Week on the NTU Center's website. Check it out, ntbasketball.webs. But we're at Villanova at number 5. They shocked everyone. And Jay Gibson, I think that, they could use another shooter, but Gibson's got it. Yanni knows what he's doing. It's his first year. We have lots of first-year coaches. Eric Fetterman for West Virginia, Yanni Malamis for Villanova, and Brad Lash for Duke. So the young coaches are showing us what they are. So number 4, Ohio State, Louis Medina, playing next week. But don't worry, I'll stop by for all the Louis fans. But Ohio State, Austin Gibson. He's doing well. Ever since his double-double, he's cooled down a little bit, but he's still hot, and he has 33 points, 36 rebounds on the year. That's still good, but I think that that Ohio State could improve on the defense, so that's how Louis can help out. Number 3, Syracuse, and Eric Fetterman is upset about this. He's saying they're 0-2, and Michigan State's 0-3, so they should be 7-6, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, Syracuse is number 3, and I'll tell you why. Because because their coach is a good man. Not a good man, I'm sorry, but a great man. Eric Bartel, their head coach, won a championship in 3rd grade, won a championship about 5 years ago when I was in 3rd grade, made it to the playoffs the next year, but we got kicked out. Me and Nick, my brother, and Jake Lumpke were the big 3. I'm not sure what he did in 5th grade, but I know at 6th grade he made it to the championship. That Spurs team, one of the legendary teams of the Youth Center. And now this year, he's 0-2, but he knows what he's doing, in my opinion. He's one of those coaches that everyone thinks that, that he's not doing well, but he knows what he's doing, and he has championship experience. So that's why I'm putting them at number 3, because they have a coach that has championship experience. And if you have a coach like that, then that's how you can get to the playoffs. Also, because Donovan Book has proved that he's the captain and also the guy that can lead in rebounds. Book, 14 points and 30 rebounds on the season. So I think that Donovan is good. Drew Krantz, able to get, he's very fast, able to get outside. So same with Bobby Brown, able to get something in there. And Nick Kraus and Chandler Galuski, 2 former Spurs players, and they know Eric very well. good move for Eric. And they're helping out too a little bit. And Chewy Jackson's doing very well too. He almost got a basket, but sadly it got blocked. So there's still hope that he can get a basket this season. Number 2, Pittsburgh. Al has got it going on. He's got it going on. He's able. I'm not saying that they don't have Chris Ward, but they have Ryan Gilbert, 11 points, 3 rebounds today. Devin Donahue, 2 weeks ago, was clutch, scoring 4 points out of his 9, and to get their win last week. So that was some pretty good stuff. 31-27 win over Michigan State. And Al said after the game that when it was Gilbert's turn to sit, he gave the reins to Devin Donahue. So that's why they're at number 2. And number 1, Duke. And here's why. Brad Lash, he chose the right players, in my opinion. Chris Ward, I mean, today wasn't his best day, but he was able to get 18.7 rebounds. And Duke's win over Michigan State, 30-26. So, and I mean, Adam McNeil putting up some boards too. Matt Kavakornis and Jason Rickow, the J Train. The J Train has slowed down a little bit this year. He's still doing good. And Matt Kavakornis able to get a few baskets as well. Chris Szymanski doing a good job too. Everyone's been wanting me to ask Chris this. If you're watching Chris Ward, everyone wants to know like why you wear the headband. I mean, it's good. I think that it's good. It's the classic Nike headband. But every one of the coaches wanted to give you a technical for wearing it. But anyway, that's our power rankings that we do every week at this time. The power rankings. So it could change next week, Eric Fireman. So yeah. Coming up on the show. Was it right for everyone to complain about the ticket prices at the World Junior Hockey Championship? Joe Kraus Show on YCRN. We'll be right back. Joe Kraus Show on YCRN. Welcome back to our last segment, Eric. So just hang on. I know that the camera's heavy, but okay. So everyone's been at the World Junior Hockey Championship. Russia won the gold medal. In your face, Canada! Whoa! Okay. USA got the bronze. No offense, Canadians. But you know what I don't like about Canadians? I mean, I didn't really want to bring this up, but they have to rip us off. I mean, like, they ripped us off at the Olympics. And Canadian bacon. It's not even bacon. It's just meat. No offense, Canadians, but I'm just saying. But I was happy. You guys were sorry. Okay, so everyone's been complaining about the ticket prices for parking. It's $40, $50, $60. And, I mean, they're like, it's ridiculous. Well, for the people that think it's ridiculous, if the Olympics were held in Western New York, well, it probably won't because we don't have Colorado weather. It would be double or triple the price. And, now, a guy can dream, but could you see Shaun White doing a triple McTwist at Chestnut Ridge? I mean, a guy can dream, right? But, one last thing, Winter X Games starting. Check it out if you're watching TV. You might have seen it already, but there's a commercial with 2 owls for the X Games, and it's about Shaun White. I thought it was funny. And Sabres, I mean, congratulations to Thomas Vanek, my boy, for getting to the All-Star game. And that was the winner, and then the loser were the Saints and the Colts. Super Bowl, the defending champ Saints. You lost to the Seattle Seahawks? Are you kidding me? I just want to put my head in like freezing water right now. I just can't stand it. And the Colts, I mean, they lost by 1, but they still have paid him back, so that's a good thing. That's it for your show today. This is the Professor signing off. See you at NTMS Sports Corner, and we'll see you around at the NTU Center. Open Tuesday through Saturday. But on Monday, if you want to see the girls get a little physical for basketball, you can see them at Monday at night. So that's it for the Professor. See you later.